Hey, what's up, Army? I'm back. And so are you. Welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to share this space with me. Thank you for trusting me in spirit with your energy. I hope you're doing well. And if not, I hope there's something in this message for you. I'm going to use my cards today. I was guided as I was shuffling them, I was guided to break them into 4 separate piles. The number 4 is significant. So what I'm going to do is pull 4 cards from each pile and see what we got going on. Yeah, I'm just going to get into it. Leave it at that. I might pull some charms. I'm not really sure. These cards kind of act like charms for me, so we'll see what comes out. Once again, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. And I feel like there's more to say. I'm not really sure what, so I'm just going to get into it. As I was gearing up, my throat chakra started acting up. I don't know what that's about. I'm going to try and face this way. I feel like I don't really look at you guys. I don't know. I could move the camera over here, but then I have less desk space. I overthink the littlest of things sometimes. I keep hearing doll face. Cleanse with smoke, smudge. Somebody needs to cleanse. Always be my baby. That's too many. Is it too many? No, it's not. It's exactly 2. All right. You're worth it. Connect with your angels, ancestors, and guides. Spirit is reminding me right now how important my connection with them has been in my life. Coming from a place where things are weird with me and my quote unquote, I don't want to say quote unquote, but my family, my blood. I never really felt like I could relate to them, even when I was a kid. And this connection with spirit, God, higher power, divine, whatever you want to label it, because really it's energy, and we as humans are the ones who want to put names and labels on things. It's energy, this force that has always been with me. I'm getting emotional. This force that has always been with me my whole life is what has kept me going. It is what has given me confidence, given me belief in myself, giving me the ability and the backbone to stand in my uniqueness. 505. And this is the energy that I'm feeling here. With this cleanse with smoke, it's important to clear out the energy. Just like you dust your house and do your laundry and wash your sheets and clean up. I mean, maybe you don't clean up. I don't know. But people forget about the energetic level of things. And when we're around a lot of people, bump into a lot of people, energy is contagious. And it's important to cleanse for multiple reasons. Keeping your energy pure. How do I say this? Keeping your energy pure removes energetic blockages. Let's say when you're trying to connect with your angels, and ancestors and angels at the same time. Your ancestors, your angels, and your guides. Holding on to it's from my experience, this energy translates into emotions and thoughts. And when we feed these lower emotions, that's not to say deny your feelings. There's a difference. Process them, allow them to flow through. They're visitors. They're not permanent fixtures. Nobody's happy all the time. Nobody is happy all the time. Because without the dark, we wouldn't recognize the light. Without sadness, we wouldn't recognize joy. There's a cleansing. I posted it on the community page earlier today, where the ancestors, your guides, are working to let you know that you're not alone. But when we sit in that I'm alone energy, we create a separation between us and the divine. When we sit in this energy, I'm literally seeing somebody in like a fog. I'm seeing somebody balled up, like your arms on your knees, like balled up, head down, with this cloud of smoke around them. But it's not a cleansing smoke. It's an energetic fog that needs to be cleared. That energy, when you don't clear, it piles on and it piles on and it piles on, just like the layers of dust on furniture. Somebody needs to cleanse, because your angels, your ancestors, your guides, God, whatever it is you believe in, are trying to let you know that they care for you. Always be my baby and you're worth it. They want you to know that. Know it in your core, It's not just somebody saying, "Oh, you're beautiful." Oh, thank you. And then you go home and you look in the mirror, you pick apart your face, you destroy yourself, you pick apart your skin, and oh my God, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, I wish I was this, I wish this is an energy that really wants you to know that at your very core, you are whole, you are beautiful. And they just want you to know that. I'm seeing this push. I'm getting the image of like teaching a kid how to ride a bike. And you hold on while they're riding the bike, and then you just let go and they don't know it. And they just go. I'm seeing that. Maybe this is somebody that actually taught you how to ride a bike. It's this gentle push to push you towards your freedom, your energetic freedom. I'm hearing it's okay to be aware of what's going on in the world, but don't let it consume you. Don't believe everything you see and hear. Reality is in your perception of reality. The now moment creates your future. I'm being reminded of a conversation I had with a friend of mine last night, where I was thinking about how years ago, I stayed very wrapped up in the past storylines, in saying, I'm like this because this happened to me, and I'm like this because this happened to me. And while, yes, in order to grow, we have to recognize these things about ourselves, I've come to a place now where I don't want to hold on to those storylines anymore. Everything that I've been through has made me exactly who I am, but that doesn't mean I have to take it all with me. Spirit is giving me the image of somebody. It's similar to the 10 of Wands energy, but I'm seeing somebody almost folded in half with boulders on their back. Almost immobilized because of this past, these stories that they continue to tell and relive and agonize themselves over. It is one thing to be a voice for those who are afraid to speak up about what they've been through. How many times do you see that one person speak up about their experience, and then there's an army behind them saying, oh my God, I'm so glad you said something, because that happened to me too, and I thought I was crazy. I thought I was the only one. Telling a story to bring others out of the dark is one thing. Retelling your story and replaying the past in your mind over and over and over again, reliving that hurt and never really growing and moving past it, is what Spirit is pointing out here. There is a need to take the lessons and leave the trash. no matter what it is. Literally, no matter what it is. And believe me, I know how hard it is. To have been on the receiving end of harsh treatment, of abuse, of attack, and not seeing justice, seeing them, quote unquote, get away with it. But staying in that only hurts you. It doesn't hurt them. Resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It's holding on to that hot coal. And only burning yourself every time you just hold on to that anger. You got away. You got away. Regardless of the situation, you're sitting here in this space with me, away from that. Or knowing that you need to get away from that. Your mind has found a freedom as a result of whatever it is that you've been through. There is freedom in healing. There is freedom in facing the emotions of the things that we've been through and saying, I went through that, but I went through it. I'm on the other side. What am I going to do now? Am I going to keep living? Or am I going to stay in this spot waiting for something terrible to happen to this other person while the whole world and time just passes me by? The thing is we don't know the effects of that other person. And if the intentions of that other person was to keep you down, and all you're doing is sitting in the anger and never growing, never moving on, then who wins? They do. Them in their miserable, unawakened, unhealed selves get satisfaction in seeing that you too remain unhealed. I've said this before, the best revenge is growth. They didn't get away with it. That is now their karma to deal with in either this lifetime or the next. You're the one who got away. You're the one who has the option for freedom because you understand and you recognize that growth needs to happen. All that to say, cleanse your energy, your thoughts. Pay attention to your thoughts. What are you feeding? What is the hamster wheel of the mind that you keep replaying? And ask for help from those on the other side that are invested in your freedom, invested in your growth, invested in your joy, invested in you seeing yourself as beautiful as they see you. Thank you, Spirit. What else, please? Now I'm hearing Mariah Carey, Always Be My Baby. Slow and steady wins the race. Be patient with yourself. A lot of times there's areas that we may heal in and we may grow past. And it's another thing I was talking about with my friend last night, is like, we can find this flow. We can find this peace in the present moment. And then every once in a while, the past will come back to just take a jab, to try and drag us back. And maybe we may react the way we used to. Maybe we may prove to them that there's still, that little part of us that they can still trigger. But it's okay. It's a stumble, not a loss. The important part is that on this journey, even if you fall, keep getting back up. Because we didn't come here to fail. Thank you, Spirit. We're made to grow. You either evolve or you disappear. I'm seeing that image again of the person on the couch in a cloud of smoke. Do you want to live in the past? Do you want to hang out with all those energies that did you wrong? Or do you want to grow? Elevate. Be the best you that you can be. And I'm not speaking in physical terms. Because even the most financially successful person in the world can be spiritually bankrupt. We're talking about pure spirit here. We're talking about the soul. We're talking about evolution. The rose. Immortal love, honor, faith, beauty, balance, and passion. And it falls underneath, you're worth it. This unconditional love is the love that the divine has for you. And when they say, I want you to see yourself as beautiful as we see you, that's what they mean. You are pure positive energy, loving and divine, a spiritual being having a human experience. It's important not to let I don't know how to put this into words, so I'm sorry. I'm getting the energy of like remembering. I'm hearing not everything is as it seems. remembering the energetic plane of existence, remembering that there's energy behind everything. There's energy. It's all energy. There's energy behind the words that people say to us. And instead of saying, this person was so hurtful, this person said X, Y, and Z, and this person just wants to keep me down, and this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, and you have to recognize it's not you. By that I mean anyone else in your position, this person would be treating them the same. Another person's behavior has nothing to do with you. How you react has everything to do with you. And to take the physical out of it and say, what is this energy showing me? This person is triggering my insecurities. This person is triggering my old wounds. What is that showing me? It's showing me that I need more confidence. That's showing me that I need to heal more. So that the next time some other person comes and tries to take a jab at your self-confidence, tries to take a jab at your past, tries to take a jab at you through your growth, those jabs can't touch you. I'm seeing right now that SpongeBob episode. I don't know how much you know SpongeBob, but I'm seeing that SpongeBob episode when the flounder tells him he's gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna kick your butt, SpongeBob. And SpongeBob is like hiding from him, and he's fucking terrified. He's like, oh my god, this guy's, this fish is huge, and he's gonna freaking kill me. And then finally it gets to the point where it's time for them to fight. And the flounder starts beating on him and beating on him and beating on him, but he's a sponge. So every blow this flounder throws at him just bounces off him. He's like, that tickles. It's like that. When you're confident in who you are and you know you've healed and you own your mistakes, you own your past and say, yes, I know I did that. You're right. But I'm not that guy anymore. Yes, you're right. I was there. I did that. Yes. But I healed that and I'm not that person anymore. When you can say that, then it doesn't matter how many blows anybody takes at you. It's not going to knock you off your throne. You keep moving and they wear themselves out. The letter K. This falls under connect with your angels, ancestors, and guides. Maybe you have a passed over loved one with the initial K that's trying to connect with you. Karen, Kathy. I'm getting a man with a K name. I don't know. I'm hearing Kingston. I don't know how many met Kevin. Getting a masculine energy with a K name. Kyle. Kiernan, Krista. There's someone on the other side trying to connect with you with a K name. Take it as it resonates. All right, let's move on to pile number 3. I like this. This is my kind of message. I like this a lot. I hope you do too. What else, Spirit? Please and thank you. Letter Q. That falls under cleanse with smoke. Slow and steady wins the race. Ask questions. The letter P. Always be my baby. Getting a lot of I was going to say we're getting a lot of letters, but it was coming out we're getting a lot of Peters. Pets. Healed feminine light self. And this falls under You're Worth It and the Rose. You're worth it. You're worth it. I'm getting a addiction energy. You're worth it. I just keep hearing it over and over again. That confidence. Maybe it's hard to walk away from something. Maybe it's hard to put something down. I don't know what the addiction is. It could be a person, place, or thing. But if it is disempowering you, if it is taking over your life, it could be behaviors. You're worth it. You're worth the healing. 3303. I just heard, I think it's worth it. Do you? The letter B. Again, falling under connect with your angels, ancestors, and guides. I'm hearing Brian. We have the letters K, B, Q, and P. Seeing somebody in the bath, like a bubble bath with candles, and somebody's picture on the edge of the tub. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm hearing, I wish you were here. I'm hearing Brianna. I'm hearing Betty. Betty Boop, somebody like Betty Boop. I'm hearing blast from the past. I heard that very strongly. Whoa, that was a blast from the past. All right, we got one more row to wrap it up. I like this. I'm feeling it. I don't know about you. What else, Spirit, please? Courage is facing the fear and doing it anyway. That falls under cleanse with smoke, smudge. Slow and steady wins the race, the letter Q. Courage. It takes courage to change. It takes courage to switch timelines, I'm hearing. It takes courage to question what you've always been taught. It's okay to say, but why? I ask a lot of questions. And some people get annoyed with the fact that I ask a lot of questions, but I've been like that my whole life. I like to know what I'm dealing with. People that are controlling and want you to just take their word for it and do as they say, they don't like questions. They don't like questions. Because when you ask questions, that's when you realize, well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's hard to control someone who asks a lot of questions. It takes courage to ask questions. Psalms 44:2, with your hand you drove out the nations and planted our ancestors, crushed the people and made our ancestors flourish. We have ancestors out here twice. Always be my baby. This is about doing what your ancestors didn't have the courage to do. Because of programming, I'm hearing. Because of fear. Courage is facing the fear and doing it anyway. It's about changing. I'm hearing change the course of action. Changing the pathway for the generations to come after you. Changing what's always been done. Asking questions and saying, well, that doesn't make sense. And just because it's always been done that way, it doesn't sit right with me. So I'm going to do it this way. Being okay with that. There's a reason you see things differently. Change doesn't come from sheep, I just heard. Change comes from passion, from questions, from courage to change course. And the ancestors are guiding you to change course in a specific way. Are you listening? Desperate. I'm hearing that word clamoring. I get that a lot. There's this when we fight to change, the old self, the old patterns, the shadow does not go easily, and it does not go quietly. When I decided to get clean. My terrified self, call it what you will, my addicted self, my shadow self, actually tried to convince me that the dark was the light and the light was the dark. That the dark side was the side that was leading me to sobriety so that I would lose my connection. And I had to fight that. I had to fight that because I knew that it would be better for me. I knew that it would lead to a healthier, more alert, more balanced version of myself. But that old part of me, that old self, that addict self, did not go quietly. And that's the energy that I'm getting with this desperate card. And those that see you changing, they are not going to sit by quietly. Because when we change, when we do it different than the way it's always been done, it shines light on them. Your light then shines on them and what they are not willing to change. Your light now shines on the fact that they are too afraid to do things differently. Your light now shines the fact, shines. Your light now shines on their darkness when you heal. They don't like that. It's like being in a cave and then, I don't know, turning the bat signal on, the light, no, bright light. They're not gonna like it. They're not supposed to like it. Be SpongeBob and let that shit bounce right off of you and keep doing what you know you need to do for you and for those that come after you. We're talking spiritual legacy. Last card. Number 9. So underneath, I've got no sayings underneath connect with your ancestors, angels, and guides. I just had the letter K, the letter B, and the number 9. This might be very significant to somebody. Somebody is afraid. I'm getting somebody is afraid to connect with their ancestors. It's not that they don't believe, they're just afraid. It's the emotions that they're afraid of. See, it's the emotions that it's like connecting with a passed over loved one. You got to get past those emotions first. You got to get past those emotions of missing them because they're not gone. So on the other side of the emotions of missing somebody is the acceptance that they're still with you, just in a different way. And once we connect to that acceptance that they are there, the acknowledgement that they are there, that's when the new relationship with the new version of them can begin. I'm also getting now holding the past against somebody who has passed on. failing to recognize that on the other side, they are not that person. On the other side, they are the healed and whole and divine version of themselves. I'm hearing pepperoni pizza. Plastic? I'm hearing that girl is plastic. Somebody is coming to a place where they are realizing that their world has been fake. I don't know, take it as it resonates. The people around them, I'm hearing homegrown. It's seeing the difference between manufactured and natural. It's like I'm hearing again homegrown, organic, like some, but this is not in terms of, I am seeing a farm, but it's Spirit's showing it to me in relation to people. I'm like, that girl is homegrown is what I'm hearing. Somebody is rooted and organic. And somebody else is recognizing that. They're recognizing that they need to move away from. It's breaking this, it's breaking a stereotypical norm. It's breaking a social programming of that's what you're supposed to like. That's what you're supposed to be attracted to. That's I'm hearing manufactured ideals. It's this programming of this is what you're supposed to go after. This is what you're supposed to chase. This is, whether it's, in relationships or jobs or whatever it is, this is, I feel this is across the board. This is breaking down a like materialistic perspective into a down to earth rooted perspective. Somebody's recognizing that the difference, and I'm seeing potatoes. It's like, and that's why I keep saying rooted and grounded, because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing dirt. I'm seeing rooted. I'm seeing grounded. I'm seeing like I'm hearing homegrown. Maybe it is food, man. I don't know, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like city bright lights, limousines compared to farmland and ducks. I'm seeing ducks. When I saw the number 9, I heard 9 ducks. I just didn't say it because I didn't know. I'm seeing ducks. I'm seeing walking in the park. I'm seeing a lake, like I'm hearing breaking conformity. Like no, I don't care if that's what everybody wants. That's not what I want. And this is where courage comes in. This is where you drive out the nations and plant your ancestors. Because your ancestors are not about that. Our ancestors. Regardless of your skin color, we all come from the same source. We are all distant cousins or aunts or uncles or whatever to each other. The ancestors are about energy. The ancestors are about connecting with the spiritual, connecting with what was taken away from them, our nature. Our nature. We built this big world with these big houses and these big buildings and these fancy cars and all of these things. And what have we gained? We've gained modern convenience, but we've lost our connection with what is natural. We've lost our connection with nature, with our nature, with community, and loving and helping and supporting each other and feeding each other. That what is the word I'm looking for? I'm hearing like that native spirit. Thank you, spirit. Aboriginal, tribal. The belief in our connection to the earth. The belief in our power to produce for ourselves. The freedom and the independence of nobody else coming in and saying, you're this and you're that, you need to do it this way, you don't know what you're doing. That earth feeling, that grounded feeling, that getting your hands in the dirt and reconnecting with the energy of the planet feeling. I'm hearing, remember who you are. Remember what you are. Get in touch with the soul. The divine wants people to remember who the fuck they are and to clear out, to level the bullshit and take it back to ground zero. Take it back to nature. Take it back to the planet, because we are one with nature. No matter how much we can walk and talk and build machines and all this AI bullshit and all of it. No matter how smart we think we are one with nature. We are one with the planet. The planet is a living organism. This is what we are being guided to connect with and remember. because you're worth it. You didn't come here I'm hearing you didn't come here to change the world, just to come here and not change the world. Where there is light, there will always be dark. But through healing your shadow, you lead to healing the collective shadow. And while the shadow will always remain, because where there is light, there will always be dark, the shadow in turn elevates. With the light. If all you're doing is, I know I've said this before, but I'm saying it again. If all you're doing is, I'm trying to elevate, ascend, you just focus on the light, focus on the light, focus on the light, and not healing, this will weigh you down. The light has to be cycled through the dark in order for both the light consciousness and the shadow consciousness of humanity to elevate. I'm hearing that song. I was born on the river. Change is going to come. It all starts with you. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still with me, you are beyond a real one. And I appreciate you so much. Thank you for all that you do to help this channel grow and for these messages to get to those who need to hear them the most. I appreciate you, and I will catch you on the next one. You're beautiful. I love you.